Hey guys, Frank here, your general virtual aviation aviator, and today I am going to fly the Kodiak Quest by Thranda to um, what is it? It's Sulphur Creek, which is a little ranch in Idaho. I actually have been. This is actually a charter flight, and I have a little church. A little. I have a church group that has hired me to fly them to this creek, to this ranch for a weekend retreat, and that's the reason. That's the backstory of the flight. So as you can see, this is the Quest, and it's still tied down. This is a custom livery, um, and judging from the way it I would say that I recently got it out of the paint shop. So let's get the checklist up. All right, so let's do a pre-flight, which we want to do is just take a look outside the aircraft here. And I just pretty much did that, but what I want to do is check my tires, make sure that they look pumped up. Look at the props, make sure I don't see no nicks and dings in it and that kind of stuff. I also want to look at my wings, make sure that I didn't miss a bird strike or something didn't come along and put a big ding in it while it was sitting here on the um, tarmac. And the empennage looks okay. Rudder fin look fine. Tires, nothing jumps out. Covers are on, and and um, look at those exhausts. Look at that exhaust here, and it looks okay. And of course, there is a formal walk around, but that's going to pass for my formal walk around. Okay. All right. Cabin doors. Passenger briefing. My passengers have not boarded yet, so um, I'm going to skip that for now. And master switch can. Let's get in the aircraft. Okay. Yep. All right. Now we at before starting, so I guess I can do a passenger brief. As I mentioned, I've got six passengers. Well, I didn't tell you the number, but I'm going to ferry six passengers on this 30. I think it's like a 30-mile. Yeah, it's a roughly a 36-mile flight, 36 nautical miles. Our route will add some additional mileage to the flight. So but we'll have more than enough fuel to not get in any trouble. So all of my seats will be filled. And for this aircraft, that would constitute a full load, but it has a useful payload of 3,500 pounds. So I've got plenty of weight lifting capability to be able to get the plane airborne and have these guys carry their luggage for the weekend or whatever materials that they want to pop in. Now, let's get back out for a second. All right, so as you can see, I do not have the pod on this particular aircraft. And one thing about the Quest, one of the things that make it so unique is the pod. So let's pop in and put our pod on. So we are going to pop that cargo part on, and now, lo and behold, it looks like a Quest. That's that signature Quest look with that cargo pod at the bottom that makes the Quest look so ubiquitous. But anyway, let's get rid of our tie downs and let's get rid of our covers. Okay, so we are good to go. And I'm just on the envelope here of not being able to make this flight, but right now I am within the the weight and balance calculation. I'm glad that none I'm glad that nobody ate a meal before they got on board. Okay, so let's get all our doors closed at one time. And cargo doors, let's close those. Okay, now they're all closed. All right, and chucks are off, and we are ready to get in the aircraft and get started up here. So master switch can come on. Let's get rid of this for the time being. And looks like we've got some switches on. And I have called for that. They have brought it out to the aircraft and set it up. And let's see what I got on my voltage now. I got 28, which is 8 volts better than 20. That's easy math. Okay, so I'm good. I am good there. All right, so I do have the GPU, which gives you a chance to see some of the stuff that this aircraft actually have on it. All right, so let's turn our beacon on, and that's going to be this guy. Okay, and let's clear our prop. Nobody out there. Nobody out there. Got our little window open. Prop clear. All right, I can shut that because it is cold out there. And auxiliary fuel pump can come on. Ignition switch can come on since it's pretty cold. I'm not sure whether it's best to do a low motor or a high motor on the start, but the ignition switch can come on. And I don't know why that didn't tick off. See, high for start. Yeah, we'll do high. I don't know. All right, so we'll do high. And when this get up to 14% on the NG, which is already at 20%, then we'll introduce fuel. And I hear it lighting off. Okay, make sure we're at low idle here. The refuel pump can go to standby. And generator can come on. Alternator can come on. And exterior lights, I do know we're going to want a taxi light, and we got our beacon on, and we probably don't need navs, but out of abundance of caution, since it is a sim, let's go ahead and turn our nav lights on. All right, radio and avionics. And so we do need to set that. So let's figure out what our frequency is for McCall here. ASOS is 119.92 and CTAF is 122.8. So now that we know that, 119.92, and we'll turn that radio on in just a minute. Let's go back up here and flip that in, correct it. We'll make that 90. No, it was 80. And flip that back in. Let's do a cross check here. 122.8. Yep, we're good. And 122.8, 119.92, and I can turn that radio on now, and I should be able to get an ASOS. All right. So, COM1, COM2, COM2.
Donald D. Koski MEM. Weather. Wind 280 at 19, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature -4, dew point -28. Altimeter 2991.
2991. Okay, 280 at 19, and my runways are 16 and 34. So which runway do you think we're going to use? If you said 16, you are absolutely correct. We are up here where the blue bar is, so we are right up here at 16. So, which is good. Don't have to worry about doing a lot of taxiing. And our route, let me just go ahead and check off radios and avionics are set. Okay. And our route isn't gonna be as the bird fly. We plan to kind of fly through these valleys. So let's go here and let's go here, and we will come down this river and railroad. Well, that's not railroad. Let's see, we'll come down here. This is our destination. So we'll keep, let's see, now the valley splits off here. So actually what we want to do is come down. Well, it closes back up, or does it? Either way, we want to come down on the east side. Okay, and looks like we can come on down here and fly right on in to Sulphur Creek if we come all the way south parallel with the runway. So that's our plan. To the non-movement area, and here at the whole short line, make sure nothing is coming in. Don't see anything, don't hear anybody. All right, give me some fuel here. Let's get out so we can see. Sure ain't nothing coming. And now we'll make this call. McCall traffic, Quest 257 Tango Whiskey is taking runway 16 for a downwind departure to the north. McCall. So we want strobes can come on, and that didn't pop off. All right, prop lever go to high, and 1720 was is what we wanted. Yeah, 1720 is our max takeoff torque. Wings, flaps, check. Flaps are set to 10%. 10 degrees. Whoa. I am giving all this right rudder, and why isn't it staying straight? Let's try this again. Why isn't it staying straight? Don't know. What's going on with my of course I would not have taken off there no kind of way in real life, but let's go back and look at that. I don't know, guys. Let's go ahead and resume our flight. And we're on the left crosswind. McCall traffic. Quest 257 Tango Whiskey is on left crosswind. Runway 16 for a north departure, McCall. All right, so let's go ahead and turn to the north here. And flaps up. Have any gear to worry about. Now the winds were I think they were at 19, but they shouldn't have been blowing me that much. Let's hear the winds again.
Donald D. Koski MEM. Weather. Wind 280 at 19, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature.
So I am going to chalk that to that 19 knot crosswind, but I didn't put much stock into it because I'm like, well, this is a heavy aircraft. I should be able to take off with a 4-degree quartering crosswind without that much trouble.
Donald D. Koski MEM. Weather. Wind 280 at 19, visibility more than 10. Sky clear.
Ah, that's why. Winds 280 at 19. So runway 24, 34, 280. Either way, I would have had a crosswind, but runway 34 would have been the better runway. Duh. Okay. So, how high do we want to fly? Let's make it 8.5 for right now. Because we are doing pilotage, so I need to be low enough to be able to see some of the ground features. All right, let me get my map, and all right, so now I am in the pilotage stage, and I can use the map kind of as a reference. So I think this is the valley that I want. Yeah. All right. I think I finally see a course, guys. See if we can't trim this guy out right here at 8,500. And I'm honestly trying to look over my nose at my terrain rather than focus on my altitude. I need to be able to do both, right? So I'm 100 feet too low. And let's just sit back and do some pilotage and enjoy the flight. And so I brought my iPad. So I was almost there, and it wasn't until I looked at the iPad that I realized that it was Sulphur Creek that I wanted. So yeah, I want to find a path through here. And I think if I turn here, then I might be able to get to Sulphur Creek. And Sulphur Creek does not have a, so that'd be 1229, which is which ought to be the Universal CTAF, if they don't have it designated. Okay, so I think we want to turn left into the next valley, or anything resembling any kind of cut. Could be this cut. See if I see another cut. Okay, let's go to the next cut. Oh, it's got to be this cut. Let's go down to the next cut. Because this right here, I see trees on the side of the mountain, so that means it's lower. I can't cut through there somehow. I hope might have to skim the top. Actually, looks like I overshot what I want. I think it was that first cut after all. So what we're gonna do is gonna go full throttle. We're gonna climb up over this little ridge here. It's actually times like this is where you appreciate having a turbo prop. All right. Let's go back up to the north here. That first cut that I should have turned into, went down a little bit too south. So we're at 9,200 feet. Just want to get over the bridges here. This is what bush flying is all about, right? And trust me, it's a little harder to look out the window in the sim than it is in real life. All right, let's level off here. Finding a, I should find some sort of valley. I think this is the valley that I want. I think coming over that first ridge, the first cut, would have put me in this valley, believe it or not. And there's my airport. Okay. And let's see, so 122.9 and estimate this probably about 6 miles to the south, to the west. Sulphur Creek Strip Quest 257 Tango Whiskey is 6 miles to the west inbound, 4-stop Sulphur Creek. Sulphur Creek traffic. Sulphur Creek traffic Quest 257 Foxtrot Whiskey is 257 Tango Whiskey is going to overfly the airport it's going to overfly the field from west to east, Sulphur Creek. Okay, so I don't know what what we want to do is kind of get an idea of what the winds are. So do I see a windsock? If I did, then it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. So looks like I am going to land from the east here. Sulphur Creek traffic, Quest 257 Tango Whiskey is going to land from the east, straight in, Sulphur Creek. Well, that's a poor call, but hopefully give anybody in the area some idea of my attention. And let me turn around to final, and I will make another call. There's another airport, but that's not the one that I want. The airstrip. You can see why it can be so dangerous flying here, because there are two strips relatively close together. And just to get turned around, I flew virtually over one of them. And I imagine that people fly a lot of Cubs and Super Cubs around here. Sulphur Creek traffic Quest is on a final for landing to the east, landing to the west, 4-stop Sulphur Creek. So lights, undercarriage, gas, flaps here, lead off the speed, trim. Let's set this bad boy down. 1,700 foot per minute descent. The airport is paved. It's a pleasant surprise. No, it's dirt strip, gravel. That left turning tendency, I'm having to, that right turning tendency, right rudder, why I'm pulling so hard to the left. But anyway, I've gotten my church group to the destination. shouldn't do anything too harrowing that would cause them to have virtual heart attacks. So some group has already flown in. We're gonna park like this. All right, clean it up. I do not care for glass in the not care for glass. Oof. All right. So I've gotten these guys here. I had to get away from the checklist to fly the plane. Um, so let's get rid of everybody. Let's see. Now I think there was a yep, that did it. Okay, so that gets everybody out of the aircraft. All right. And I do need covers on here for sure. So get the covers out and tie it down. And I am gonna, even though they're gonna be here 4 days, I am gonna leave in the morning and come back and get them. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. This was a really tough one, and I am gonna try it again